happened to your coffee?
No, I'm trying to cut down on coffee a little bit. So
I drink green tea.
it's good.
It's really good. It's coffee. I never drank a coffee. Anyway, talk about your chair.
Anyway, yeah, so I got the new, same chair you have. Herman Miller Embody, except it's gray in color, just like this chair.
Yeah.
And I finally upgraded my chair from your body. There's probably 10 different adjustments you can do, whether it be the lower back or the arms coming in, or obviously the tension, the height.
It's just, with all the editing you do, get a good freaking chair. I've had terrible chairs from Staples. Todd, did you buy a new chair?
Oh, I bought one years ago.
There's the,
It's a high-end chair to sit in all day.
Yeah, garbage, right?
It changed my editing.
Now you have like an up desk, don't you?
I do. So now I push that damn chair away.
That's just me, and I've talked to them about that. Like, as a photographer, I'm going to use my own photos. But as a video editor, as a graphic designer, as somebody who's going to use backgrounds for I just made that up. Anyway, so that's graphic stock.
Yeah.
Video blocks and audio blocks, you don't ever stop using.
Awesome. Really cool.
So,
and then they had, how about the game? It's totally a scripted game.
It was scripted.
Everything from like the outs to the runs to
The umpire
getting in a fight.
was clearly saved by 5 steps.
But the guy who announced you, he was great.
He was.
I don't know what his name was.
Yeah, I
he
forget.
memorized the
He
entire
had a
script.
huge script
We asked him, we're like, is there a teleprompter? Like, how do you memorize all of that? Is it a script? And he's like, yeah, it's a script. He's like, I wanted to tell Paul and just general Philly videos and footage from video blocks.
Right.
I never would have got the aerial footage or the Independence Hall really nice push-in shot.
I just wondered if that's one person or if there's like a second place.
No, that's one person, and that's the third place. His prize is you win the camera, and the way that we'll do it is the wheel.
Maria?
Yeah, I mean, if you want,
Back in the draft?
I just wanted to spin the wheel.
you can ask her.
Back in the dress.
I've asked her multiple times late at night, but it never works out for me.
Well, for us, we know that the city was not as overwhelmed with people.
Not at all, man.
The businesses that were down in the city that thought that the restaurants would be busy, they lost.
I heard
they were down. They were 22%, which means they were 70-some% down, and they brought in extra food. It was a total bust for them. It was miles per hour. I got 7 or 8 shots, maybe 1 second worth of shots off, and the one good photo is posted that I thought was the best. I mean, the same thing is going to happen. So one solid photo in focus. What it's all about is, as a photographer, you start to get an understanding of light and what is the base setting you should set. And if I let the camera pick autofocus, if you were to shoot that in aperture priority mode, no way in hell would it have picked that setting. It would have just been wrong. It could have been once you saw the shot. I haven't posted all of the shots as of the time of recording this, but I did post the Jaleel photo. I was coming down this bridge as Jaleel was rolling up. I took a couple of photos that were pretty good because this is an opportunity to capture photos.
Well, I thought about coming the next day, but
It's 58
yeah, I just was so busy. My parents actually went to the mass, and it took them 3.5 hours.
Wow, 5-4 in.
Where the mass was being held, and by the time they got in, it was over.
The bullshit security TSA thing that they had. I got through in 20 minutes. Why don't we do? I want some like techno monkey or something. What? I don't know.
Okay.
Can we just
techno monkey music?
Yeah. Go/fro. Time for photo news with techno monkey beat music. I hope so too. Go to photo news, please.
A local news station in Switzerland has ditched their ordered an iPhone 6 kit for recording footage out in the field, both pre-recorded and live. I'm not sure how they do a live setup with that, but that's what they said. Now, the station's news director, Lauren Keller, says it's a search for lightness and responsiveness, but also
It's accepted
producing a newscast. Now, it's up to us to reinvent the grammar of the image to learn to shoot.
It's like the ones that do a good job. Actually, the Live Nation version of it did pretty well.
It's
The iPhone radio is pretty good because it goes pretty deep.
Does it?
At least it did when I first looked at it. It goes very deep. It goes really deep. Like super deep. Cervix deep.
Moving forward. He's calling the AP photographer a thief.
You're a thief, I quote, so it's okay to say that.
That's why I said it. Now the photographer...
Just because my bank account is big doesn't mean my penis is big. It's huge. And by huge, I mean huge. Just take my word for it. Don't ask Mara
Now the caption on the photo where there's empty seats, it says,
football game.
Exactly, but then it says they won't issue press credentials if you don't sign it. So
I'll just sit in the stands.
yeah, you
What-
can.
yeah,
What we gotta
but
do?
that's
Tell every
it's not the
dad to
same
not
thing.
bring their camera?
No, that's not what it's about.
That's my boy on the.
And speaking of dad,
They can't uphold that law because they're gonna have 50 dads in the stands taking pictures of their sons. They want to be proud of their boys. They're
not hot.
And by not hot, I mean she's like, I will take her over Avril Lavigne. Sorry, Avril. Any day of the week. Oh my god. And she was hitting on the freaking German woman
She was,
the
yes.
whole time.
Yep.
And you smell really good. God, she's so hot.
Takes portraits of pugs mimicking the Britain School of hip-hop artists. And he says his love of pugs, dog photography, and 80s and 90s hip-hop culture. It sounds like Pooch selfie that helps you get better selfies with dogs. Basically, the device is an accessory for your smartphone in December, and you can see their Kickstarter video. I posted it over on the website.
Chronosphoto.com/152.
They demonstrate the product. They have a dog there. The whole
So literally, they just tape a freaking ball to the top of your camera.
literally, it's just a mount,
Yeah.
a plastic mount that
So what I
doesn't
see-
cover the camera, and the ball goes right
What I
there.
see happening is the dog is going to sit
Yeah.
there and then attack the freaking phone and go to town.
That could definitely happen
You're
too.
gonna leave it on your phone.
Going to cross a street while texting, not just selfies, but texting, like on your phone. We all do it. We're all on our phone, but
Walk app I
Should have
have.
taken that to the Grand Canyon.
Exactly, yeah. Now they say it doubles as a standard mirrorless camera too, so it's not meant just for the stars. You can use it for everyday action camera stuff. There's some sample images I posted over on the website. One of them features a supermoon time lapse, Milky Way photo, and much more.
how wide's the lens?
You can get all types of different lenses. Now they didn't say exactly what lenses they have or that are available.
How big's the sensor?
But they had supermoon all the way full frame, so it must have been a pretty long lens.
How big's the sensor?
They don't say. They didn't say much details
You
about
don't
it
say.
because it's a prototype.
Well, I want details. Give me details.
I think once their Indiegogo campaign launches in, I think November, is when they're really gonna talk about details and have a